Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Disclaimer: the views and opinions expressed in this video and on the Ambitiously the Podcast YouTube channel do not necessarily reflect the opinion of our and Ambitiously the Podcast YouTube channel. All topics are for entertainment purposes only. TVMA, viewer discretion is advised. All commentary is alleged. Tired of financial headaches? Are late nights spent balancing books instead of building your business? You need Labora Lee Bookkeeping. We take the stress out of your finances. Labora Lee Bookkeeping offers expert solutions for all your needs: precise bookkeeping, efficient payroll, and comprehensive tax preparation. We empower small businesses with accurate financial insights, helping them make smart decisions and achieve greater profitability. Stop stressing and start succeeding. Contact Labora Lee Bookkeeping today for a free financial assessment. That's Labora Lee Bookkeeping. Get back to business.
Hi. Hi. Hello. Welcome. Welcome to the show. It is me, your girl Labor Lee, aka Cat Lee Woo. Um, and today is the wiretap. I don't want to put the thing, let me see what I could do. I don't want to put the thing on the thing. Let me see something. Because it bothers me sometimes. I gotta fix that. Okay, I don't know if you can see behind what we got going on. Let me take me off the screen. No, can't see it now. Um, but whatever the case may be, whatever we got going on, today is the wiretap. I'm gonna just throw it up there real quick because it just bothers me. Yeah, I gotta fix that. I ain't doing too much of that. Anyway, today is the wiretap. Today we want to say to Miss this line, thank you, Doc. I appreciate that, sir. We also got a yo. Thank you very much. Um, so today I quoted today's title as "Sorry, Miss Perez. I just call a spade a spade." And that line further goes on to say it just is what it is. I think that line is most befitting for this evening's discussion. but we'll get into that a little bit later on. But yeah, that's what he said. I remember that line vividly. Before we get started, though, let me say this: join the conversation. You could do that by calling in. The number is 443-551-5963. 443-551-5963. Yeah, call in. We would love to hear your voice and what you have to say about these things that we're having conversations about. We would love it so much. You can also shoot us a text message. I will read that text message out loud. Just know that everybody will know what we're talking about. Same thing if you jump on, you decide to call in, you're live. You'll be live on air. You could drop a comment. And you'll see that on the screen. I also will read that out loud. Why do I do that? Some ask, because this podcast is just not based upon YouTube and what you can see. I have a large listening audience, and I always want them to hear the same thing and know the same thing that anybody watching knows. So that's what that is. The reason why I say it. Not that I have to explain anything, but I figured I'd be nice and explain that real quick. If you would like to talk to us about anything, contact at ambitiouslyent.com. Contact at ambitiouslyent.com. Also, you can hit us up at ambitiouslythepodcast@gmail.com. Ambitiouslythepodcast@gmail.com. Check out our website, www.ambitiouslyent.com, www.ambitiouslyent.com. And while you're over there, join, join the coffee community. I'll explain why I want you to do that later. But do this: like, share, and subscribe to this podcast. We need every like, every share, every subscription that we can get. We appreciate those. We do. I need you to know that we do. Let me see anything else I want to say right now. Not at the moment. We'll get to the other things a little later on. Yeah. Today is definitely the wiretap. My friend Doc baby, are you ready? All right. Because we got some things to discuss this evening. We got some things to discuss, honey. We
Things to
did.
discuss about this crazy lady, alleged.
So today's title says, "Sorry, Miss Perez. Sorry, Miss Perez. I call a spade a spade. It just is what it is." Um, Remember that line? He said it was about Rosie Perez, but this was fitting.
Yes, the Jay-Z line.
Yeah, this is fitting.
Like he's still finding secret meanings in Jay-Z lyrics up until this day.
Yeah, this is fitting. You feel me? The context of what I'm saying. You feel what I'm the message I'm trying to convey. If it looks like a duck and it walks like a duck, it's probably a duck.
Ain't no
Um,
argument with that.
you feel me? And that is what calling a spade a spade. That's what that thing is. So it's the same understanding. It's just different metaphors. In this case, I'm calling a spade and saying, "You little crazy lady."
Yes, full blown, alleged, but full blown allegedly,
Well, also saying, "You freaking control freak lady."
allegedly, but very controlling. Allegedly, alleged.
It might just be a freak all around, because why are you watching your son-in-law bump uglies with your daughter? Like, this is crazy. Anyway,
Alleged, full blown alleged.
I mean, the shoe fits. So
Wear it.
last we, yeah, that's what they say. So last we spoke, um, if you don't know who we're talking about, we're talking about Miss Desiree Perez, um, whom is the president of Rock Nation. I wonder how much longer that's going to last. I've been hearing some rumors about financial affairs over there. And with this happening, I just, hmm, hmm, we'll see.
Well, if you need a bookkeeping, there is something that takes place in the beginning that if they need to get stuff in order, or if they are thinking about restructuring and getting stuff in order, Laboriously bookkeeping.
Hold on, I got you real quick. Thank you, Doc. My name is Kat Lee Wu, and I approve that message. I do. I thank you. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I approve that message. And hold on, I got you one more. I gotta do this the right way. My name is Kat Lee Wu, and I approve that message. Yes, on time. The bling is always ready. The bling is always ready. And Doc gave me one. Ow, bling. Listen. But last we spoke, um, as we were reading through this here case briefing
Hmm.
on December the 29th of 2023. That wasn't that long ago.
2 years.
That was a hop, skip, and a jump up back. You feel me? If you playing hopscotch, that was really a hop and a scotch. Um, Maybe they needed a scotch after this behavior. Officers respond to the Headley's home to speak with Javon. Demori answers the door and told the officers that nothing happened on January the 16th, 2022. So that was the year prior. And directed the police to leave if they did not have a warrant. That's weird. So then the next day, on December the 30th, Desiree ordered private investigators to follow the Headleys to Pinto Farms in Homestead, Florida. Why y'all gotta be following us?
Hmm.
Why we can't have no privacy? While the Hadleys were enjoying their Pinto Farms with their nephews, they was there with the nephews, having a good old time. Desiree falsely reported to 911 that Javon kidnapped Desiree and was holding her hostage at Pinto Farms
Crazy.
with
Crazy.
children around. Like, what? Why? I'm just saying, that's why I gotta call a spade, man. Now, man, I gotta put this on the screen. Hold on. I gotta do this. I feel like I'm just like obligated. Let me get to the because this goes a long way to what is being said.
Yes.
I'm kidnapped.
Allegedly.
Wait, let me get there first. Hold on. I'm kidnapped. I need to. Yeah, I am kidnapped. I'm kidnapped. And we gonna do this real quick. Cause I need y'all to see what we seeing. Doc said already.
Yes. Yes.
But y'all need to see. Because remember, I need you to remember that. Hold on. Just wanna get the right. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I just need y'all to remember that I'm kidnapped. Allegedly. This is what is being said. And so I needed to be understood that I am supposed to be kidnapped. But instead, I am having a jolly freaking good time. Hold on. Let's get this right. Hold on. I'm sorry. I'm having a jolly freaking good time. Hold on. Let me see if I can get a better frame. I'm having a jolly freaking good freaking time. I think that's the best I'm going to get it right now. Let me go over here real quick. With the friends and family, I'm smiling. Cheese in the picture.
Hmm.
Hold on. All right, let me bring it up a little bit. I can see. In the pic, I'm having, but I'm kidnapped. Let me bring that in. Let me see if I can get it right there. That might be good enough. I think. Yep. Okay, good. We in there. We got a little better connection here. I'm kidnapped.
If this is kidnapping, this is one of the most family kidnapping that seems kind of fun with go karts and nice weather and People got smiles on their faces. This is if I got to get kidnapped, this is the way I want to be kidnapped.
Mind you, if you looking at the screen, she is right beside Doc. Or thank you, Doc. She is right there. She is right beside Doc. If I could circle it right now, I would, but I can't. But she is right there beside Doc. But she's kidnapped. Oh, I want to zoom in just a little bit more. I feel like I could do it. I can. But she right beside Doc. Hold on. Let me see if I can get a little. Yeah, and I'm gonna move it over. I got you. I got you. I got you. Let me rock out. All right, I'm gonna be a little bit. All right, now she right underneath Dot. I think that's as good as we gonna get it on this picture. All right, so because this is, I don't know. Wait, hold on. Because this is a PDF we looking at right now. Y'all gotta bear with me. But all right, I got a little bit. Oh my gosh, really? My point is, I'm kidnapped, though. We gonna zoom it out a little bit. But I'm kidnapped. All right, she right there underneath. She underneath us. She got on a black shirt. She got a baby behind her. She in the apparatus by herself. Nobody riding with her. Nobody holding her hostage. Nobody. But she is kidnapped. And she right back beside Doc. She got on blue jeans, a black shirt. She riding a little cart thing. She got the baby in the back seat with a little hand over her head. You feel me? She right, but I'm kidnapped. I just needed that to be. I'm gonna leave that right there for 2 seconds. So this is a report. On Saturday, December the 30th, 2023, at 1 p.m., I was dispatched in emergency mode to the Pinto farm located at blank 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 South um 216th Street in reference to a female being forced into a Dodge Challenger with a Florida tag of the blank blank blank, called in by an anonymous complaint. Um, Desiree,
Allegedly, allegedly.
thank you. That's why I need you, Doc, because I'm not saying no. Okay, so as shown. Oh, okay. Okay. Upon arrival, the vehicle was located unoccupied in the parking lot of Pinto Farms. Units were then approached by a male who identified himself as Jeff Brown, and he is a personal investigator. So one of the ones they got posted up that live across the street from them.
Mhm.
As shown in the screenshot below, Desiree's allegations were completely false. Demore was hardly being abducted and was spending quality time with her soon-to-be husbands and nephews. So this is before they got married. But she got kidnapped. She was kidnapped.
Nah, nah, G. Nah. You lied. What you say? You lied.
You lied. You lied. This is
Doesn't look
Kendrick.
like kidnapping to me. I'm sorry.
What's
It does not
Kendrick
look.
be talk about sometimes? You lied.
Yeah.
But she got kidnapped. You see the pictures on the screen. She, like I said, she got on blue jeans, black shirt, baby with a blue shirt on behind her with her hands on her head. I'm kidnapped at this particular time, though. This is what the happens. So, the state's attorney's offices documented Desiree's criminal act of falsely reporting a crime. And in their closeout memorandum, the prosecutor stated the victim's mother called in a false 911 call in December, which is a crime in and of itself. And reported the victim being kidnapped. The victim's mother also petitioned to have the victim Marchman act, and the victim was Baker acted. The witness under oath told the state and the assistant state's attorney and all of that because they tired of their crap. Sorry, Farrell, that the victim does not do narcotic, nor does she drink. The Marchman Act was voluntarily withdrawn April the 15th, the day the defendant was arrested for the case. Blah blah blah. Couple of numbers, codes, and stuff. You know how that works. The victim on April 16th of 2024 testified under oath. So this is not only being reported from the Maury's view.
Hmm.
This is documented that
Yes.
this lady is crazy and breaking the law and all that good stuff. I'm not going to show where they arrest her husband because that's just some messed up stuff. But they was at Pinto Farms
Hmm.
having a good old time, and then they come with all their shenanigans and bullcrap. When the officers arrived on the scene, they quickly realized that Desiree lied to the police as recognized by the state's attorney's office. Um, Moreover, Desiree had already conspired with high ranking members of the police department and others to falsely arrest Devon on January the 22nd, alleged battery. Although the prosecutors ultimately dropped the charges against Devon, he was embarrassed that the police arrested him in front of his nephews. Of course he was. Listen, let me tell y'all something about black men. No black man wants especially his kin, to see him being arrested, especially for something he did not do.
True. 100% stand behind that.
You know what I mean? Like, no black man wants nobody to see that. That's another reason why I won't post what happened after that lovely, happy, little festive. By the way, Javon is the one in the blue shirt, like the little jump
Coveralls.
cover all thing. He got on a
Okay.
black hat and some red and black sneakers. And he is pictured beside his soon to be wife, Demori, who is apparently the lie of a century, kidnapped. He
Mm.
giving up the peace sign. She smiling. The baby sitting there with. Okay. Okay. So enough of this nonsense. Black men just being arrested for nothing, just because you don't like the way they breathe. Like that's crazy. I'm sorry. I can't go for this kind of stuff, Doc. This is crazy.
This happening allegedly. Well, we kind of got documentation that it did happen because this is an actual legal court document. So
Yeah. So it's not no made up stuff like I just came out the side of my head with these accusations. And no, we are looking at the document. You looking at part of the document right now where she not kidnapped, but she said she was kidnapped. And then the next following picture, I'm not going to show you, but if you want to go see it, go to www.ambitiouslyent.com. I promise you, the link for our app is right there. It'll ask you, do you want? Boop. Yeah, I want it, and go. You can get the file. You can get the case yourself and look through it. There are pictures. When we talk about the listening device and hidden video cameras in the bedroom, we not lying.
nope.
When we talk about the pinging of her phone, which should be in Miami with her, which is because she's sitting there with her phone in her hand, um, and it pinging that she's in New York, and it's screenshots to prove this. We not making this up. So it's alleged, but it's it's real.
One of the things that tripped me out about this is the fact that it does kind of lightly glaze across the fact that she conspired with the police department.
Right.
That is something that like nobody really is. Well, I don't know. We ain't that far in, but that's one of the things. Like, wait, you can conspire with a police department? What's up with this police department?
Right.
Why are they so eager to go and uphold a law against something that happened, let alone a year ago? That even with all the other stuff that happened between that time to this time, if they know all these things, or they're kind of aware, or are they just looking around the thing because, oh, I'm going to make a donation to your the fraternity of police officers fund or something like that. I don't know. That's
To
all
your
it is.
boss's campaign, there'd be a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
But if you
and
look
that's
at the
what I'm worried
picture,
about.
hold on. But if you look at the picture, who are the people who are arresting him? Everybody looks like they're bored as. Oh dang! Can I cuss that?
Hmm.
I can. Okay. Everybody that's in this arresting picture of Javon look like they be bored as fuck and don't be having nothing the fuck to do. And if they can get a little action plus a little bit of money, why the fuck not?
I don't
Timmy
know, but
needs new cleats for baseball or softball, whatever the fuck he plays. You feel me?
yeah, but
Gemma has gymnastics stuff to pay for. So why the fuck not? But all of these people in this picture that is arresting him right now in Pinto Farms. I'm gonna keep saying Pinto Farms because why is this happening in Pinto Farms? Pinto Farms before this second picture looked like a fun place to be. We looking at the first picture. That made it look like I want to go to Pinto Farms. But then the second picture is like, what the fuck? No, the fuck I don't. This look like some stereotypical shit that happened to the black man when he goes somewhere and try to have some fucking fun. And all of this is orchestrated by her mother. You see her talking to the cops like, hey, I'm not kidnapped. But nobody gives a shit and they arrest the man anyway.
oh yeah, Pinto Farms is kind of lit.
Obviously, they had to find something to do, and that's why I said that was part of that. They
Yeah, so
bored as fuck, so they got something to do.
look, so if they called them at Pinto Farms, just a little bit real quick on Pinto Farms, it's a family area, a family rec area. They got rides and entertainment. You can see the go karts there. They got paddle boats. People can go there for field trips. They got a little petting zoo. They do a pumpkin patch in the fall for festival. They got venues you can rent for like the pagodas, the gondolas. They got goat yoga at Pinto
They
Farms.
got everything at Pinto Farms. I said it looked like a place that I would enjoy. So
Yeah,
why the fuck? But I'm kidnapped. So my kidnapper took me to a fun fucking place to have a
that
good
is
fucking
crazy.
time.
That is crazy.
That's
Look,
nuts.
that's
So
probably why the police showed up and like, wait, I don't think this is
right.
being kidnapped. Look, you had a great time. Was this a surprise party? Oh no,
So
what a surprise that showed up. My
so
bad.
so Desiree avoided any charges for falsely reporting kidnapping. How the fuck did that happen?
Conspiring with the
Back to Iconic's plot with Desiree. So, approximately 1 week after Javon was released on bond from his fraudulent arrest on December 30th in 2023, not only is it's December and it looked like that outside at Pinto Farms, that's where the fuck I want to be. I wish somebody would kidnap me and take me to have a good fucking time at Pinto Farms.
South Florida.
Um,
South Florida.
yeah, this is just looking popping. Pinto Farms sound like the spot to be. But anyway, so that was December the 30th, 2023. Iconic fired Demori without an explanation. So now bitch, now you fucking with my money. This the type shit that gets you hurt. This the type shit that don't fuck with my money.
That's her mama though.
This the type of shit that get a bitch hurt. I promise you. So Demori's firing was bizarre because she had just received glowing reviews. So First I get all the props and now I'm all of a sudden fired. Get the fuck out of here. Bitch. You bitch. You wanna read the text message real quick?
Yeah. So the text message, it is covered by the actual contact card of the person. However, the part you can see, it says, based upon the documents, effort that we put in at the office and at home. We appreciate your loyalty and put all the trust in you. You are one of the smartest young ladies I know. We depend on you, and you can ask Abe and Alyssa how I said, give it to Demori, she'll figure it out. We just need you right now more than ever. This will change and we won't depend on you, but for now, we need you. We don't trust anyone. You are family.
That. What kind of shit is that?
The one thing I will say, because it's kind of peculiar to me, only because this is three different text messages. I would be a person that, like, I wonder what her response would have been, but it does seem to me, my opinion, that maybe it was just clean of any of her responses and just strictly theirs, because there's three different text messages that are a very large one that's kind of cut off from the contact card, a middle one, and then something else.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't give you much. Sorry, y'all. I'm over
Mhm.
here about to partake in some shit that I don't really want to put on camera. My bad. Um,
You want me to read the rest?
no, I got the reading. I just ain't want y'all to see what I was doing. We are live. Um, Even though y'all already know that I'm in love with Mary Jane, but whatever. Upon information and belief, Desiree demanded that Liz and Benny fire Demore. Again, Iconic has a large contract with Rock Nation and its artists, and upon information and belief, Desiree stepped in to help them financially. See, this is the punk ass shit I don't like. Bitch, don't play with my money. And that's why she's suing her. And yeah, it's a money grab a little bit, but
And that line you just read, there's a keynote to this. That keynote is kind of what you were saying earlier about the police force and how all that stuff
yeah,
can work.
we're gonna get to that in a second. Let me finish this up. I'm gonna let you do the keynote for me. Let me finish these last couple of three because we on borrowed time. In addition, for firing Demori, Iconic refused to pay her for weeks. She had already worked in December of 2023. So bitch, you gonna get my man locked up and make me lose my job and I don't get paid severance. Little bitch. Demori has was told that to receive payment for the week she worked, she had to sign what essentially was a gag order entitled "Separation of Release." That's how they get you. Why do you think Diddy kept making everybody sign NDAs, which precluded her from reporting Iconic's behavior to Nike? This was obviously illegal. Demori had to threaten legal action to get paid for the time that she had already worked. Yeah, bitch, cause you better get that money. Don't let them play with me. But go ahead to the
All right. So the footnote was going back to, again, Iconic has a large contract with Rock Nation and its artists. The footnote that is in this document says that the children of Iconic's owners are athletes who also wanted to be represented by Rock Nation. So that is a quid pro quo kind of situation. You do this for me, I'm gonna do this for you. You fire her, don't pay her. I'm gonna make sure your kids potentially get endorsements or whatever it is that they need from the Rock Nation brand. Allegedly.
allegedly, and that would make sense. Being as though Rock Nation um has a fucking athlete management sector, why wouldn't they have a big contract with Rock Nation? Why wouldn't all of that goes together? It just goes together. All right, we could do a little bit more. So You want to hit Desiree hire an attorney
Sure.
for Demori? Because this she
Yeah.
hired an attorney.
Well, and
Okay.
this is kind of so in this document it says Desiree hired an attorney for in quotes Demori. In quotes mean like this is what it's supposed to be presented as, but so that same week, Desiree hired attorney Brett Swartz to improperly influence Javon's misdemeanor battery case. On January 8th, 2024, Brett Swartz filed a notice of appearance purporting to represent Demori when Desiree actually hired him for her own interests.
Hmm.
And then there's the actual court document of when a lawyer has to file something to say who they are representing. But it, how much do you want me to go into this,
You can
or just
keep on going. We good until we got a couple minutes. Go ahead. Let's
okay?
go.
So the court document is found in the county court of the 11th Judicial Circuit of in and from Miami-Dade County. It's the state of Florida is the plaintiff versus Javon Hadley, the defendant. The judge in the case is Lorenzo Lucas. Um, but it says notice of appearance on behalf of crime victim pursuant to Article 1, Section, all this legal mumbo jumbo, comes
Right.
now undersigned attorney Brett M. Swartz, Esquire. So that's the attorney that Desiree hired. Hereby
Mm-hmm.
respectfully notifies the clerk of the court and all parties of his appearance as counsel for Demore Lopez Perez and requests to be notified via e-service of all proceedings and filings throughout the duration of the case.
So
So,
not only did she hire the lawyer, but she wants to see what she's going to say in court. This lady,
potentially, and but the funny thing is that I copy from this via e-service. So the next line kind of clears it up that Demore never hired this person and she never talked to him. But
right?
because Desiree hired this person as a lawyer, they or would be in a sense entitled to the information about the case that goes on.
Hmm.
I ain't gonna front in a messed up way. That's a smart move because then you can plan your next move if you're getting information that the person you hired somebody for does not even know what's really going on yet because they gotta
Well,
probably wait or they probably didn't even ask for
this
the
is
e-service.
a typical corporate move. You see what I'm saying? This is what they do. Remember when I go back? Oh, we could go back to many conversations that we had, and I always tell you, like when you enter in the music business as an artist, you don't hire the lawyer that they give you because that lawyer never is working for you. They're
I agree.
always working on behalf of the other party that sent the lawyer to you in the first place.
Mhm.
I said that. I could recall saying that. This
Yeah.
would be an example of that.
Mhm.
This would be a prime example of that. She didn't hire the attorney.
Correct.
Her mom hired the attorney on
On
her
her behalf.
behalf.
Yep. Yep. And they say she never spoke to nor never hired.
Right. On her
But
behalf. She don't even know who this attorney is. But the attorney can get information
yeah.
because they're an attorney and that's what they do. Yeah, you gotta. That's a prime example of why I say, never take the lawyer they send you. Always get your own attorney, your own management, your own PR people, because then they work for you and not for the company.
Um this next image is a letter or email. But the cool thing about this is that when I read it,
Hmm.
it was something just like, "Hey, I'm just checking to make sure."
Hmm.
So this was a letter that the assistant state attorney sent to Brett Swartz, the attorney that was hired by Desiree for Demore.
Hmm.
Subject is the case file, but it's about Javon. It says, "Good
Go ahead,
afternoon.
kick it off.
Good afternoon. I'm the prosecutor in the above referenced case. I saw that you filed a notice of appearance in the case on behalf of the victim in this case. I would like to speak to your client regarding the above referenced case and schedule a pre-file conference. Let me know if I have consent to speak with Ms. Lopez by Thursday, February 1st, 2024, by 3 p.m. Thank you in advance." And
Hmm.
this is from the assistant state attorney of
Hmm.
the misdemeanor domestic violence unit. To me, this is kind of good because this is a innocent email, but a respectful email. But like, hey, let's just get some stuff settled out. Because
But
also, you got to think.
what it does for Demori, which is the overall point, is prove every bit and speckle of her case. It is documented.
Yes. And I like this one because it's not a swaying one or anything. It's just one like, hey, I'm a lawyer, you're a lawyer. There's some things that I have
I
a
just need to
curiosity
know
about.
what's up. You
Yeah,
feel me?
let me talk to you right quick. Can I talk to your client?
Yeah,
Cool.
I
Boom.
need to know what's up because I can only, and then that's the other thing you must always remember when it comes to litigation. These lawyers have to talk to each other.
Yeah, in front of the scenes, behind the scenes, sidebar, all that.
They have to have conversations. A lot of times the judge will be like, all right, well, I'm gonna get y'all to the end of the day to figure this shit out. We going on lunch. Bah. They gotta go have a conversation. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. But I think that when it comes to Desiree, she underestimates how smart her daughter really is.
That and she probably been doing this shit for like damn near ever. And
She
the
has been,
Maury
but
is pissed off
when
about
it
this.
comes to this case, she underestimated how smart this girl is.
Yeah. Look, I commend her. She kept everything that you needed, and when something didn't feel right, ask the fucking question.
Right.
Wait, what? Huh? Who are you?
Yeah.
Send me your your profile. Send me your link. Send me how you connected to Nike. Oh, you
Listen,
know what?
yeah. This not the only occasion that Desiree hired lawyers who pretended as if they were representing Demore, as explained below. At Desiree's direction, Brett Schwartz tried to convince prosecutors to charge Javon with human trafficking, although there was no legal bias to do so. This lady is a psychopath, y'all. And I tried to play devil's advocate before we even came into
I,
session today.
there were certain words that were said. I'm like, no.
I tried and I thought about it this way. Maybe when she first started doing all of this shit, she probably was thinking like they've been together since high school. You feel me? She hasn't really gotten to experience what's really out there for her. But even if she didn't, bitch,
Wait, hold up. You're trying to say because they only met in high school, the mother was thinking the daughter needs to experience
you
more of
gotta
the
remember
world
who her
because
mother is. Her mother was a drug dealer
yeah, and her mother has
and
been
lived
married
a hell
six
of a
times.
life and been out there and experienced some shit. So maybe initially her thought process was, and this happens, like, you haven't even experienced too much. Like, that's the only boy that you ever really been with. Maybe you should. But instead of saying that to her or having the conversation with her, she started doing fucking nut, nutty ass shit, fucking out of control bullshit.
But
Instead of having a conversation with her daughter, which it seems like to me, since we've been reading this case, that's where she should have started.
I said that, hey, it's one thing, and I'm not a parent. It's one thing if a parent say, hey, boom, boom, boom. Let me tell you about life that I live. Let me tell you the experiences I understand, or let me tell you the things that sometimes I see this happen. But it's still your life. You get to do what you want. It's
Should I
like
have this fucking I'm raising a teenager without the father being around. So I got to do double the fucking work. I
okay,
have this conversation every fucking day. I tell her about shit I've been through, why I say certain things. Even she explained to me, I know why you be tracking my yeah, cuz nigga, I need to know where you at. Yes. Yes. I do.
okay,
I'm the mom, you the child. I need to know that you where you supposed to be at. You feel me? I ain't in
okay.
your business. I ain't calling you every 5 minutes, but I want to be able to look at my phone and know that you where you supposed to be at. You feel me? Um,
But not from New York to Miami, though, right?
nah, but ain't no way that we got that much distance. Me and her, anyway. She a kid. That's a real grown ass woman. What the fuck?
Or the other story that involved Jay-Z, funny enough, with the what was it, the New Jersey to whatever about the Bugsby case.
Oh, Busby
You're supposed
homegirl.
to say something about that too, by the way. I can remember, but
Busby homegirl.
yeah.
Listen, my point is this. When it comes to you not being the proper type of parent you were before, like when you were supposed to be, because you was out here running the streets, and that's why I played devil's advocate, because some mothers do be like that. Like, all right, don't choose him because it's a lot of other choices out here you can make. You feel me? And you can make a better decision than him. How? I'm in my 40s and I still go through that kind of shit with my parents. Like,
Mhm.
but they not controlling because they know I don't give a shit. I'm going to choose who I want to choose every time. But sometimes they could be like, all right, listen, you shouldn't probably date this guy because he's don't seem like, what I mean, like whatever. But instead of her doing that, she goes about it like, I'm getting ready to destroy this whole, I'm about to fucking tear down a whole fucking building. Nothing's happening. But unfortunately, you do that and you push them closer together, you stupid bitch. This is why this plan never is going to work in the first place.
So this is my quick question, real quick. Then, do you think it's more of what you're kind of angled towards, as in, hey, you haven't experienced life only because you only been with this person since high school, or is it no, I don't like this person because he's the hard ER? Which one is it?
All of the above.
So it's everything to you
There
now.
don't have to be no separation in this situation. All of the fucking above. He's a hard R. Start with that. He's a hard R. Y'all been the only, like, that's the only boyfriend we ever heard of you having since high school. And you just going, y'all need to slow this shit down. You need to experience some shit in life. You know, might find a cute Latino man like they any fucking better. Trust me, I got experience. It don't matter. They are what they gonna be. You feel me? But
I'm just
in their minds, it's a nice Latino man and continue what we got as Latinos and and experience the world. I did. I'm your mom, and I just want you to have the best experiences ever. I think it's all of that. I don't think that there's no separation of the situation. I think it's all of that. I ain't play a role in raising you, so I'm gonna try to make it to where as though I got some say so and what's
too
going
late.
on with your life.
Too late.
Yeah, it is too late. Sorry, Miss Perez. Call a spade a spade. You out of control. But at the end of the day, she was not being kidnapped. I wish my kidnapper would take me to Pinto Farms. I want to go. I want to go on the little cart things that they on. They look fun. They was probably having the time of their life. And this old crazy bitch wanna come and oh they having fun. I gotta ruin
Yeah.
the fun. I
In
gotta
front of his in
ruin
front of his nephews.
the right. I
Let
gotta
alone the one part we did skip over too is the fact that if the police walk up, did the prosecutor just walk right up to them and like, "Hey, I'm a private investigator," because that is already weird then too. Like, wait, why are you here?
yeah. I don't know. But what I do know is this shit is just fucking diabolical.
Yes,
It's fucking diabolical. Like, lady, I said this ever since we started this case. Don't you have some business you supposed to be attending to? Like athletes, artists, the business of running the business. What the are you doing? Now that's why I could see why they say they going through some financial ills at Rock Nation. Cause you so busy over here worrying about what she got going on, you not focusing on the business at hand. Horrible. Nobody will ever hire you again to run that corporation. Look at this.
Art.
monstrosity of a job that you did over here at Rock Nation. Using company resources to spy on your daughter. If somebody else hire her, I don't know what else to say. Like, I would never, ever hire her ever again. Like, who came forward and no, tell her the position's been filled. Nope, she can't run my company. I don't know why she was hired in the first place. All she was an informant. You did that good of a job of snitching that you got hired as a CEO. That's nuts. That's nuts. Anyway, it is time to show some love. Cause this lady is crazy, and we need some kind of love in there somewhere to offset her nuttiness. But the sick ass part about it is we know she love her daughter.
Too much.
Just in a yeah, I was getting ready to say just in a very obsessive, stalkerish way. I I understand her daughter's side. I've been a stalky, not by my parents, but I've especially here lately. I've been stalked a little bit.
What?
Yeah, don't worry about me. I handle my business. Low key, I'm a samurai, a female fucking samurai, and the swords is already always near me. Don't worry about me. Not that kind of stalker though. Not a parent or parental figure stalker. It's more like a gentleman caller that I stopped calling, and then he started stalking. I mean, he waited some months before he started his stalkerish behavior, but sometimes you gotta check an engine. You know what I mean? But Cat Lee Wu is outside. She not worried about nothing but stalkerish behavior. So I understand her plight. Like, why you gotta be stalking me? I ain't even doing nothing to nobody. I'm over here minding my business, living my best life, being happy, and then you just gonna start stalking me and stuff. Like, that's weird. That's weird vibes. For her, it's extra weird because you're my mom.
Yes.
You weirdo. So we're not done with this case. But I'm sorry. I just went on. I'm supposed to be talking about love notes with this crazy lady.
Exactly. She is. That's overboard, though. I don't care what you say. That is overboard.
Like, why are you doing this, lady? You're weird. I'm sorry. Okay. Anyway, let's get to these love notes because she gonna maybe go in on her again, and I'm trying not to. First, thank you for the live love. I see you, and I love you. I don't love you that much that I want to stalk you though, but I love you and I appreciate you. Thank you tapping in and tuning in. And you guys are incredible, but I don't love you that much. I will never love you that much. I don't think I ever love anybody though. I love the hell out of my daughter. That's my pride and joy. But I don't think I want to love on her that much. I love her that much, but I don't love her enough to stalk her. I'm sorry. I mean, me knowing where she is not stalking her, but she knows that I know where she is. But at a certain point, when she grown, I'm not, girl. She probably be doing that shit to me. Call me, Ma. Where you at? I'm at such a no. You not. This is what I probably get. I would never do that to her. Like, and she's the child. I'm the parent. But she, Ma, why I say you at Blase Blah house? Like, she that kind of kid. Like, why are you all in my business? Shorty, get on. I'm grown.
Mm,
I'm
simple stuff.
grown. You're not
That's the
my
thing.
mother.
She's
I'm not
grown
your
though.
mother, but I am your daughter. You see what I'm saying? That's weird. But I love y'all. I don't love y'all like that, but I love y'all. I love y'all. And don't love nobody like that. It's weird. Being a stalker is not cool. I'm gonna just tell you, anybody you stalking low key is looking at you like, oh, you want some weird shit. Don't be a stalker. That's some advice I'm giving y'all today, because I told you these last couple of weeks has been weird for me. So I know her years of this torment was insane. But anyway, I'm gonna give some love to some special people. I'm still looking for my little theme music for the love notes. They gotta be sexy.
Okay.
Sexy. But this is for special. These love notes, they go out to special people. These go out to the people who listen to this show and don't watch this show, because we have a very large audience when it comes to our listening audience. And so I always try to dedicate some time in the show to show them a little love. I need some candles. I need some stuff. I do, but it is now time for the love notes. What are the love notes? Well, I just gave you a little understanding, but let me give you a little bit more. I used to call it love. Doc used to call it show notes. I was never gonna call it that, by the way. But we bickered, we argued, we bickered, we argued, and then finally we came to the beautiful compromise that we would call it love notes. And I ain't changing. I like the way it sounds. Sounds sexy. That's why I gotta get some theme music. So when I start talking about this, it just come on all sexy and seductive. Like some Kenny G in the background or something. I don't know. I don't know, but something like that. But yeah, we gonna get to that. Give
The
me.
beat. Yeah, but I'm gonna make my drink while you do the love notes. I'm sorry.
All
I thought
right,
about
good, good, good. But I'm just saying, you know what I mean? It could be sexy, some love note music. But all right, let's get to this. Doc also said I had a stack of papers that was the size of a composition notebook. I did not, but it was a lot of cities, states, countries, territories, things of that nature on those in those stacks of papers. It was, it was. But we don't do that anymore. Now we do this. Oh, now we do this. I love y'all so much. Oh my gosh. Thanks for the love. I love you guys. Thank you. Shout out to the top 60 United States, the United Kingdom, India, China, Canada, Belgium, specifically Brussels. I love you so much. Thank you for the love and support. You guys have been here and dedicated for a while now, and I can't get over it. Russia, Indonesia, Japan, New Zealand, Australia, Turkey, Switzerland, Germany, Mexico, Austria, Philippines, and Morocco's hi baby. I love you. I love you so much. Pakistan, Romania, South Africa, Nigeria, Brazil, Netherlands, Singapore, Spain, Ireland, Nepal. I love you all. I hate that this is on the screen now. Let me get that off. I love you all. You guys are amazing. Barbados, Israel, Hong Kong, France, Poland, Tunisia, Venezuela, baby, Czech Republic, Portugal. Oh, I said Morocco already. Who I miss? I missed somebody. But I love you guys. Thank you so much. Oh, I love you. Ghana, Finland, Cameroon, Lithuania, Sweden, Bangladesh, Latvia. Hi, honey babies. I love you. Thank you for the love and dedication and support. You guys are awesome. You are. Thank you. I'm so in love with you people. I don't know what to do about it. Hungary, Greece, Denmark, Jamaica. Hold on, I got you. I got you. Slovakia, Peru, Ukraine and Peru. Hi, Pools. Hi. Thank you for tuning in. Thanks for the love. Lastly, Italy, Egypt, Malta, Tanzania, Cambodia, and Colombia. Hi, babies. I love you so much. Thank you. You know who I miss? Kenya. I was really sitting here thinking about them long and hard. I love you, Kenya. I want y'all to know I love you, but I was thinking about that. I was over here in my head. See how my brain be in two different spaces. I'm doing that, but I remember this, that that's who I miss. Hi, Kenya. I love you. Thank y'all for the love and support. You guys are amazing in that way. And yeah, I keep going because the list keeps growing. Let's go. um, let's get to what Doc had said. Doc has said worldwide. Speaking of stalkers, Stalkers Anonymous meeting canceled because they were all following the same person from other media. Listen, I don't even. I don't know what be wrong with people. Mm. I know why I got my stalker though. That's another story for another day. But I know why. Doc has said, "Top flight catch the vibes. Fly out to Pinto Farms for a great kidnapping." It's time. Listen, if my stalker take me to Pinto Farms, he might. All right, I want to go to Pinto Farms, go kart and start get started arrest. I want to go to Pinto Farms. I just don't want to go to jail.
I don't think nobody wants to go to jail.
I'm thinking about that part. I'm thinking about the other part that I kind of want to go to Pinto Farms, but I want somebody to kidnap me and take me to Pinto Farms because that's the best kidnapping experience you could ever have in your life. I mean, if you're gonna kidnap me, you might as well take me to Pinto Farms.
It sounds like role play.
I might be sexy a little bit. See, that's why I got a stalker now.
Duly noted.
Because I say stupid shit like that sound a little sexy. Like, never mind, don't take me to Pinto Farms.
Like you retract that.
Yeah, I retract that statement. I retract that statement.
Hmm.
Maybe not my stalker, but yeah. I just say the last couple of weeks, very stalkerish. I mean, very stalkerish. So stalkerish that I had to put my brother on so he can know what was going on. Just in case. Just in case. We got to ride out at dawn. He know what time we on.
You know what it is?
But stalkers are crazy. Doc has said, hit that like button. Uh-huh. Tune in. Uh-huh. Live show, radio show. Get the app. Mm-hmm. Listen. Listen here. My name is Cat Lee Wu, and I approve this freaking message. Yeah. Yeah. I'm in sync with it now. The bling and the thumbs up be coming up together. Listen, I'm getting better at this here thing. And then right afterwards, I get another bling, bling, bling.
I'm not.
Anyway, so
I'm not, I'm not
I
gonna
was
do
about
this.
to, I was about to start rapping. My bad. I had to stop, slow it down, slow it down. But listen, I'm just saying, you're gonna take somebody and you're gonna kidnap them. Pinto Farms seems like a great kidnapping experience. That's all. I'm just saying. You gonna kidnap me? That sounds like a great experience. And let's go. I'm ready. I'm ready to be at Pinto Farms. Okay. Well, I guess I got kidnapped once and taken to Six Flags.
Good
Guess
experience.
that kind of go. First episode of Cat Tales. I'll tell you a little bit about that.
Okay.
Because it's a big part of the story. Let's just say that. It's a huge part of the story. From the then to the. It's a huge part. Anyway. Um, but yeah. I don't know. They need some stalker lessons. Like, I think they gotta be put in different segments though, like stalker parents, stalker ex lovers, stalker. I don't know what you call somebody who just they just lust over people that maybe they want. I don't know what they would be called. Luster, stalker, lusting stalkers, because they ain't never really had it, but they want it, so they lusting. You know what I mean? But I gotta guess it gotta be in certain subcategories. But they definitely need a stalker anonymous for some people, because some people just got some
An
weird.
unhealthy obsession. Don't have an unhealthy obsession, especially when you make somebody else feel uncomfortable with your obsession that you would have. That's how I would say it.
Yeah, just weird. Just don't do that. I guess I gotta talk about my stalker one of these days. I am. I probably do it on the cattails though because that's the best place, and then I get to change his name. Because if I say that he's stalking me the way I know that he's stalking me, this might be heard. So I'm gonna change his name. So cattails is the best place for that. Anyway, but yeah, don't be a stalker mom, especially when you didn't do your job in the first place. Now you want to come back and try to do your job, bitch. Please, please, please. Just I don't know. When I have a baby, be a good abuela. You know what I mean? But don't do that shit. Like, damn. And you just gotta be happy with the fact that you're gonna be the abuela to a mixed baby. Now I can't say that Javon is black as shit because we seen the pictures. He's not, but he's a nigga, and she just gotta accept with a hard R, and she just gotta accept that she gonna have a half hard R baby, and that's what it's gotta be. All right, it's all right. I'm gonna leave you alone, Miss Desiree, for today. I'm coming back to your ass though. Join the conversation. I'm coming back to her ass, stalker bitch. Join the conversation allegedly. You can do that by calling in 443-551-5963. 443-551-5963. You can text that number as well. All of that communication goes through there. Um, Or you could just drop a comment and it'll be on the screen. That's how we get down around here. Listen, if you want to talk to us about anything, and I do mean anything at all, contact at ambitiouslyent.com. Contact at ambitiouslyent.com. Or you can hit us up at ambitiously the podcast at Gmail. I was gonna say me mail. I don't know what the hell me mail is. Ambitiously the podcast at gmail dot com. Jeez Louise. Because I just told her she was about to be in the abuela and that she need to just cut it out and just accept that half black baby. Check out our website, www.ambitiouslyent.com. www.ambitiouslyent.com. And while you're there, join the coffee community so we can have salacious to the late and the taboo conversation. We should really start right here. I want y'all to do this so we could go in on Desiree. It might make it in a podcast some kind of way, but I just want to ride. I just want to, oh. Cause she just a horrible boy. The baby ain't even here yet, and look at what she doing. Anyway, I also want you to join the coffee community so I can cuss whenever the fuck I feel like it. Cause I do be feeling like cussing all the time. I be wanting to cuss, but you know how that go. I be having to wait. I had to ask, is it time yet? I don't want to do that. I hate censorship. I just want to go off the way I want to fucking go off and have a jolly good time at it. But whatever. Go over there and check it out. Our website. www. I'm in my feelings. Check out the website. But like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe. We need every like, share, and subscription that we could get. I'm so angry. I'm messing up what I wanted to say. It make no damn sense.
Mm.
Yeah, I did. I was just going off. Like, share, and subscribe. Big shout out to DJ Rude Casey, who always holds it down for us
Salute. Salute.
every week on the turntables. He be killing it. Damn it. Yeah, he on them ones and twos, and he be killing the game. And I don't know. I love it. I love it. I love it over here, y'all. I do. And also, while you at it, Doc said something about it earlier, but we're going to put it back on the screen. www.laborleebookkeeping.com. www.laborleebookkeeping.com.
And
Listen,
W's was doing a number.
yeah, I was missing a W. You can tell it's the end of the night because I get so tongue tied. La, 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 la. I get tongue tied like a bitch. But that's that. Do all of that stuff, you know what I mean? And one more time for the one time. Hold on, I'm gonna say it. My name is Kat Lee Wu, and I approve this message on period. On period. Oh yeah. But anyway, all right, so it's time for me to say the things that I need to say to end the show every evening. I feel like it keeps us safe. It's some good love. This is love that I'm giving. I'm giving some love and guidance, good friendship tips. You know, some good stuff in there. Like the first one is mind your business and stuff on me. Mondays where I tell everybody's business because I'm nosy, and I want you to be nosy with me. The tap, and I try not to, but sometimes it's warranted. Sometimes it's warranted. It's not intentional though. It's just warranted. Um, the wiretap, like this evening, we go in, we get your little stinking court case briefings, and we discuss them. And we discuss what kind of disgusting, foul, depraved, sinister, heinous, diabolical, uh, sheesh, dumbass, stupid ass of a human being you are. Go ahead, Doc. Take it away.
Wicked,
Yeah,
immoral, because
yeah,
there's no more morality behind this to me. Uh,
yeah.
Contaminated because whatever happened to her, I think she is trying to. Because I'm only thinking about this because you said it. You only experience one side of the world. What if the world you experience was contaminated? Why you want me to experience the contaminated part of the world you
Well, why
experience?
you want me to be in there with y'all little trifling asses? Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll take that.
Uh,
I'll take that.
Malicious, very
Uh-huh.
malicious. You got
Uh-huh.
a grown black man arrested in front of his nephews and or other family members, also with his I assume potentially be fiance at a fun place, an enjoyable place.
And then gonna say he kidnapped her. We got a
Yeah.
whole picture that shows otherwise, bitch.
Yeah, and if you looked at where they were going, I'm assuming you did. You also a dark person because they look like a like you say a cool ass time, petting zoo and all that shit. And lastly, my favorite one, Insidious. If this has been going on as long as it's been going on, because it has, because they got dates and stuff. This is Insidious. It's running through the whole thing of unfortunately Demori's life.
Right. So
So
you just go on. Not let the girl have a good time. Hold on, let me see what this is. Not let the girl have a good time with her alleged kidnapper.
husband to be, probably current status with fiance or something like that.
Watching them bump uglies and
Yes.
listening and chopping and screwing the audio before you turn it into the cops.
Wait, are we missing perverted out of this shit? I haven't
Yeah,
said
we is
perverted.
missing perverted. We definitely missing perverted. But yeah, our list just keeps growing and growing. It's just what it is, and we understand the what we came here, what we was put here for. But damn it, they don't help us out none, Doc. The
No.
list just keep growing and growing and growing. But if you any of those things and you have a court case, and I can pull it because obviously I can. We reading this court case right now, so obviously pretty good at it. Um, so if we can pull it and read it, we will. So don't have one, and then we won't have nothing to read. But instead, y'all keep getting them, so now we keep getting them too, and we reading it all. We are. Um, yeah, just don't be any of those things, and don't make me pull a case, okay? And then don't make Doc be ready to be eagerly is happy to read it with me.
Look, this should just be weird.
It, it did. It's like
I get why
reading.
I'm not. I was told I should have been a lawyer, but I realized how much I'm not a lawyer, and I like the
Yeah,
fact that I went a medical path. It's very different from me. I'm like, no, I care less of what I'm trying to defend what you did or didn't do. I'm more like, what is
you
going on in
did
your
it, you
brain? Why
fucker.
you did it?
Why did you do that stupid ass shit?
Yeah,
Exactly. But Yeah, we're gonna read it. Wet and Wired. When we do get a chance to do those, it's more me and Doc's business because it's only right that we tell a little bit of our business if we can keep telling all of y'all business. I'm just saying. And cattails. Oh man.
We're
I'm
waiting.
just gonna
We're
say,
waiting.
it's coming. I ain't gonna rush it either because I know how good it is. It's almost better than writing a book because my fingers ain't hurting.
Okay.
It's just retakes. The retakes be a bitch. But when it comes, it comes, and it'll be a very interesting tale. So I got some stories that I have to tell. We know that I'm gonna talk about 1999 and when I could have been kidnapped. I guess that's a kidnapper thing to do, to take somebody to an amusement park or some kind of theme park type of thing. That plays a part in it. And then I also have to talk about my stalker, who is a whole different person, by the way. But I think we can talk about it. So I give you some old and some new. Um, but I changed everybody's name so you won't know the names per se. The only way they'll know it's you, dumbass, is if you jump in there and you say something because you dumb as shit, and this is why you made it to cattails because you're stupid as fuck. And what would you say, Doc?
A head dog will holler.
And that's how we know you stupid as fuck because you should not be commenting to anything. Damn, that's three stories I gotta give up. All right, this might be the first episode. Might be a long one because I want that story. I want this other story in there, and then I want to add the stalker in there some kind of way. So I don't know. Shit. I mean, I act like I gotta tell every story right away, but whatever. Um, I'm gonna get it together. But at the end of the day, mom's the word. Don't say anything. Won't nobody know it's you. Everything will be cool. Okay. Love your babies. Hug your babies. Encourage your babies. Tell your babies how amazing they freaking are, how dope they are, how they are the GOATs, the greatest of all times. They need that encouragement. If they are not already in school, they are on their way to school, and now is the perfect time to begin this process of being an awesome freaking parent. It is. Right now. Right now. Now is the time. Let them babies know they the GOAT. They want to work for NASA, tell them to be the best astronaut, engineer, receptionist, janitor, secretary, freaking, or whatever the hell else they do over there. NASA. I don't know. I've never worked for NASA. But I do know is get yourself a good and great telescope, National Geographic. Oh, yeah. Um, and it requires a little bit of assembly, but it comes with scopes, beams, all of that good stuff, apps, whatever you want, they got it. Take it outside with that baby and discover some shit. Maybe a comet, an asteroid, a meteor. I hope all of what you're going past, you're not coming towards you, because that's some freaky shit. Um, but if not those things, maybe a planet that they say is not a planet no more. But fuck them, it's always a planet in my opinion. When you made me build a solar system and said it was a planet, then it's always going to be a fucking planet. Or perhaps a UFO. I'm telling you this information not for your knowledge, but for their knowledge or wherever they come from. Their knowledge, which is this: I do not want to be beamed up nor beamed down. Because I said I don't know which one is really space, so whatever it is. I don't want to go. Hell no. We won't go. I don't want to go. And I don't want to be probed. And the only way I am going to go is if you take me to a place that's way better than fucking here. But otherwise, I don't want to go. Now I got a nice, perfect specimen across the street from me. Who I'm gonna call my neighbor. She's ready. She's primed. She's ready to go. She's ready. But just don't stop here. Skip my house. Um, just skip my house, please. Thank you. Child. If they want to work for NASCAR, tell them to be best NASCAR driver, pit boss, pit crew member. commentator or engineer, whatever the hell else they do over there at NASCAR. I don't know. I haven't worked there either, but what I do know is that they have a need for speed. And at one point in time, the muscle car was king. And in my opinion, will always be that saying, put the pedal to the metal is not the bullshit you driving them today. It's not a Tesla. It's not. It's a Gran Torino. It's a freaking 1975 Chevelle. It's everything that you're not driving right now, unless you have a muscle car, then it's what you driving. It's exactly what you driving. But it's all of those things, but it ain't what you driving. We're gonna skip over my addiction. But muscle cars are also the reason and the purpose. Um, but yeah, yeah. Whatever the case may be, tell them babies you love them. Tell them you got their back, and tell them you believe in them, because that's what parents do. That's what they're supposed to do anyway. It's now time for
The following moments may contain explicit language.
your fair warning. Yeah, I kind of like that. Can't do the Kill Bill one because I don't want no copyright issues. We already have enough time on Fridays. But these, I'm cool with these right here. I like these little
Okay.
fair warning noises. Therefore, you know what's going on, which is for you to stay in your fucking lane. Your lane, my lane, not the same. Your lane is over there. Go over there. My lane is over here. I'm going to stay over here. But whatever the case may be, is just stay in your lane. Stay the fuck in your lane. Do not break the glass. Do not push the button. All hell won't break loose if you just pay attention to the rules. Because you jump in my lane, you're going to get something that you do not want. And baby, I promise you, when I say she is this, she is very much every bit of this. You're going to get her. I do not recommend. You're going to get her. You don't want her. You don't want her at all. She's not nice, sweet, kind, cuddly, all of that good stuff, but she is. Yeah, you want her. She kind of, she like, just think the sexy kitten. That's what she is. She's a sexy kitten. Hey, you big purr bitches. And you get her, you get a 2-for-1 special because you're going to get her. Hey, you big purr every time, bitches. Yeah. Because if Cat is purring, Cat is a happy, happy girl. Yes. Yes. I was like, sorry, I'm having a little moment. Yeah. You you want the latter two. You don't want the first one. She's not nice. I keep telling you. And what usually happens when you jump into other people's lanes is a collision. And who the fuck needs that? I don't need that for me. I don't need that for Doc. I don't need that for you. We don't need that for we. So just stay the fuck in your lane and everybody's happy. Oh my gosh. I just tell you that so we could be friends forever. It's either you have beef with me forever or we friends forever. Pick one. Pick your battle. Which is the next point I'm getting to. Pick and choose your battles wisely. Every battle is not a battle for you to fight, baby. It's not. Some battles you just got like, you know what, you got that. That's yours. Have that you want. But some of y'all hard headed as hell. I ain't gonna go through the whole list of hard headed niggas. But Miss Perez is on the list. And then we got Crash Out, Crash Out number one. And then we got Baby Caligula, who never seems to let me down in the department of people you should not be like.
Who's Crash Out number one? I'm confused now.
Oh, the girl who used to have the pink hair all the time. She got like this pink
Oh, okay. My bad. I was so good.
profile
I was like, wait, huh?
profile on it. And what I assume, I don't know, a hell of a narcotic issue because that's what it's given. That girl. But anyway, I'm not gonna say her name. I'm gonna leave her out of the
I got
conversation
you.
because I want to talk to her compadre, her comrade, her coworker. I want to
That's
talk to
very,
her.
very specific, but all right.
Well, now we know who I'm talking about. We don't have no confusion.
I don't.
Um, I want to talk to her coworker, her compadre, her constituent. You know, that's a coworker. He said he was signed to a nigga that was signed to a nigga that was said that he was signed to that nigga. Like he said. All right. Anyway. Um.
Ours.
Yeah. That was my listen. Listen. I've been listening, replaying this. I can't. I can't stop. I can't stop listening. Even every diss track, the album. I can't.
No, the new album is dope, isn't it?
I still listen to every single. I even go back and listen to what Baby Caligula had to say, and the reason why, because I'm like, okay, let me see if you at least did. Maybe I missed something, but no, he missed something. He said, "What did he miss?" So here you go, Baby Caligula. What you miss is to not be out here lying, little boots, about studying hip hop. That man said you lied. That's why I keep listening to him. He said you lied,
I do believe that though.
huh?
I fully do believe it because it didn't make no sense. I I'm not trying to derail. Continue. I'm sorry.
All right, but you lied because you studied rap battles. You didn't study hard enough. You studied hip hop. Definitely did not study hard enough because if you did, one thing you would know for sure is having a lawsuit in this game is a big ass no no. Niggas get locked up every day, behind their lyrics. But you filing a civil suit makes it look extra ugly. You lied. Because if you told the truth, then you would know that Mobb Deep said it's a war going on outside and that no man is safe from it. Petty boots. No man. Not a one. Not one. Basically, I'm not going to go through all the lyrics because I do that all the time. And we all know you lied. Why? What's the point of me saying all of that when we know you lied and you didn't even listen to those lyrics yourself? I could quote them, but you can't. You lied. Basically, what they were saying to you, young man, is that it's a war going on outside. Pay attention to the war, fight the war, fuck the battle. But your dumb ass lied and kept on lying, and now we here. Worry about the war, fuck the battle. Listen, be you, be authentically you, be amazingly you. Don't let nobody tell you to be anything else but you. If you dress weird, then be the most amazing weird dress. Like either I dress weird sometimes. I got my times. You feel me? Sometimes I don't want to look like everybody else. Can't help the way that you walk. So even if they tell you they hate the way that you walk, the way that you talk, and the way that you dress, two of which you know for sure, you just gonna have to deal. Okay, but one of them you can help, which is making up fake ass accents and running your mouth. I hate the way that you talk. Yeah, running your mouth. You can stop those two things and life would be great. But it's you we're talking about, Drake. So that's never gonna happen. Um, remember what they eat don't make you shit, and what you eat don't make them shit either. It doesn't. I'm not even mentioning that stupid ass movie. I don't even want to think about it, but it just popped in my head. Um, yeah, let's get that out of here. Um, yeah, stupid ass movie. Can't make anybody happy. Happiness starts with them. They gotta work on their own happy juice. Now, if they get it together, they got it together, or they figured out that the happiness starts with them. You can sprinkle a little bit of your happy juice over there, but don't try to pour your whole bottle into them. You feel me? Because they gotta start. It gotta start with them. It has to start with them. Came in this world by yourself, you're gonna leave by yourself, even if you are a twin. There's some factors that can change that, but we're not gonna discuss that. Um, yeah. Listen, I don't care how much you try to fix it, tweak it to make it the way they want it. You won't. They'll find something else to nitpick about. So fuck that shit too. Remember what I say about misery, little crazy ass. That bitch love company. Tell her no. Tell her you think not. I said not. I said the cat. No. Take your miserable ass away from fucking me. I don't have time for this shit. Leave me the fuck alone, you miserable bitch. Um, I'm sorry. She just get on my nerves sometimes. But lastly, dream. Dream big. Dream so big that your dreams exceed the universe and hop into a whole nother dimension. Might be different in another dimension, but at least you know you dreaming. You feel me? Don't let nobody tell you you can't. You can. You absolutely can. Once you realize and visualize what that dream is, I want you to plan and execute because the only way it's going to happen, regardless of what they have to say, is if you put the plan in action and go. And so that's what it is. Ah, Doc, baby,
Cat.
we know what day it is.
Basuda, bro.
Thank you for another wonderful chit chat
Thank you
about
for
this
having
crazy
me.
retarded ass bitch. Sorry, I'm sorry.
No, no, no. You say it the way you want to say it. Allegedly, look with disclaimer. You didn't play your thing today, though. You didn't play that, but all this is alleged,
What?
y'all. The
What?
alleged thing. I didn't catch the alleged thing. Was I
I
doing
did. I
something?
played that early at the beginning, the very
Oh,
beginning
okay.
of the show. Yeah.
But if it's all alleged, nah. There's less of what she did, more of like, what was your modus operandi? What was your motivation to do this? Because I'm still like, is it because she's jealous of the life her daughter's living, which was completely disconnected from her, or is she trying to recoup her parent status, or is she just obsessive about something that doesn't make sense?
I don't
I don't know
know.
which one it is, but
But like I said, I hate that we try to separate. Sometimes it could be all of the same thing. You know what I mean? Like
it
all things could be true.
then super simple. If it is all of the things that could be true at the same time, then she is a horribly.
Psychopath. She is a psychopath.
There you go. If that's the case, then it is what it is. Because I get if you do one thing like, no, I'm just trying to make up a time with my daughter. I just thought this is the way a parent would be. I'm like, no, she's a full grown woman. You missed that part. You got to live with that now on your own. But if it's everything of everything, and she does have quote unquote power and money, which makes it worse, that is, I feel for Demoria a little bit because, like I said earlier, who can you trust? If somebody steps into your life, whether it's a
You can't
job.
even trust your own mama.
Yeah, and that's probably the reason that she probably is really linked to Javon because Javon's like, you know, your mama doing this right, but then if she's trying to defend, like, no, well, no, I don't think. Actually, I don't even think the boy's trying to defend shit.
I
When
think
Javon
she
probably
said,
say,
"Fuck
you know, your
that
mama
bitch."
doing this, she'd be like, I know,
I know. I
and
know.
that's that. But see, you know how crazy it is. That is a awesome, beautiful trust that they probably do have. And
Right.
he'd be like, she been doing this since we met, and she like, I know, but there's nothing she can do until now.
That's why I don't believe them little clips that she gave to the police. I believe she chopped and screwed them bitches.
I
She
heard you
probably
even
was
say
like,
that,
"Yes, baby, choke me, yes," and she probably tweaked it and was like, "No, don't choke me."
and that is crazy. But no,
And she worked at Rock Nation. She could have anything done.
that's the problem. But with me saying that's the problem, that's the thing that I like. Hey, at
I,
least if he loves her the way it seems like, because I'm still waiting. I want to hear his side, but if they rocking like this and he's been through all this, think about
maybe he
he's been through
traumatized.
all this.
Maybe he don't want to talk about it, and that's why Demori like, I got it,
It could be because look, I'm supposed to swing on your mom.
and it's my own mom. I got it. Let me handle it.
Yeah, that would make sense. But yeah, this
Listen,
is
I feel more like Sherlock Holmes every day.
dot dot dot. That and you know what? I will say this, and this is gonna be the last thing I'm gonna say because it's kind of funny because I am I don't know how I want to say it. I've been close enough to situations like this where The only difference in my life prior to, in a sense, was you're fighting against somebody who has a lot of power and money compared to just a mom that just doesn't like the dude her daughter's with, or a mom that doesn't like the woman that her son is with.
Mhm.
This is just on a crazy ass scale, and I'll leave it at
I
that.
thought I got a stalker, but not on that level.
Well, that's a
He
stalker,
ain't,
not somebody that's trying to intrude
he
in your
not
life,
cloning my phone.
and that's a
he,
difference, though. That's
he just
that is
showing
kind
up to my house unannounced. He not cloning my phone. He not putting listening devices in my house. Well, I guess this podcast is enough listening device right now.
be safe, be cautious, be aware.
But she need to be safe and cautious. The
No,
lady keep trying to get her Marksman Act and Baker Act and
I, but I
whatever
think
other kind of act she could add to the situation. She need to be safe.
no, and I think in a sense of see, this is the crazy part. I don't necessarily think Desiree wants to harm her daughter,
I
but she's
don't.
trying to
She just
break
want to
her
control it.
control.
I never thought she wanted to harm my daughter. That's never a
But
thought in my head. She just wants to control her actions, and she feel like now that she got money and power, she could do whatever she want, and that's what it boils down to.
and it's to
Listen,
being able to do whatever
she,
she wants. I just think the more, and in a sense, we've already seen it. That's why you agree that she's very smart. When
mhm,
something feels off, it feels off. Document
mhm,
that shit, and that's being cautious. Wait,
mhm,
how do you know my name? Wait, how you what? Ask questions. That's fair.
man, you feel me? And I think she underestimated how smart this girl really is.
Yeah. So
I think that's what really weird. That's where it went wrong. She ain't gonna think to have this and save this and bitch, ha ha, joke's on you. High five. I'm bulletproof, bitch. Sorry, Kendrick lyrics just been all on. Okay, I'm gonna leave Kendrick. I don't know how to get him out of my mouth, but what I do know is it's time for us to get up out of here. That was a freestyle that he did. That wasn't even like that just popped out. I'm sorry, Ken. I mean, no, I'm not sorry, Kendrick. That just lets you know you're a little bit amazing for me to just bust out with a freestyle rhyme of yours in a cipher. That was nuts. Anyway, we gotta get up out of here. We got things to do. We can't sit on this camera forever, but what I am gonna say is this, Desiree, you crazy bitch. Leave her the fuck alone and go to work so y'all won't be losing money over there. That's all I'm gonna say. Be safe, stay out of trouble. If you are going to get into some trouble, just make sure you got a good lawyer on speed dial. You feel me? Hurry up, holler at the motherfucker, because shit get hectic. But stay out of trouble. Stay safe and have a good night. I will see y'all. Oh, Friday. Listen, I meant to say that real quick, and then I'm gonna get out of here. Friday. I'm going to try my best. My mother is having surgery, but her surgery is early on Friday, so I still might be able to make it because it's not like I'm going anywhere because my studio is in my home. Actually, it's in a separate room from my bedroom, but the door leads to my bedroom. And my mom is going to be here, so I don't really have to go anywhere. But if not, y'all will know what's up. I'll tell y'all what's up. But the
okay,
plan is probably still to go live on Friday anyway because
take
other
care of your mom.
family members will be here too. So, um, but yeah, just giving y'all a little maybe heads up of what's going down. But with that being said, man, we gotta get up out of here. Desiree has taken up enough of my time with our crazy ass for the night. We get back to her on Wednesday. Oh, nutcase bitch. Sorry. I just can't believe she is listening to them bump uglies. Anyway, let's get out of here, Doc. We gotta go. This lady is just and under my skin. And she said the hard R. Good night, y'all.
Good night.
Oh,